Oh my god.
Oh, this is so freaking cool.
Hey friends, you're watching Loot Scout, and today's episode starts with a guy who decided to try his luck in a small river. The moment he dove into the water, he found a watch. It turned out to be a Rolex worth around $7,000.
It's no joke. I'm probably gonna keep it for myself. But if I were to resell it, 7 grand, that's good.
But that wasn't the end of his lucky streak. Waiting for him in the river were an $800 pair of sunglasses,
At least $800.
a fidget spinner, an iPhone,
Probably 5th generation. You don't use these no more, but they retail for like $600.
Samsung Galaxy S3 and S4 smartphones. The guy literally dove into a river, not a shopping mall. If your middle name is Lucky, the good fortune just keeps coming. He also found 2 small Sony cameras. If a toothbrush, a pair of sneakers, and some headphones aren't exactly the most impressive finds, then what would you say about a professional Sony camera? Now that's what I call a successful swim.
Generation 2017, at least, you know, 2 grand.
A man from the United Kingdom traveled to North Carolina for a vacation. Not far from the house where he was staying, he came across an abandoned Chevrolet Blazer deep in the woods. The strange thing is that there isn't a single road anywhere nearby. There aren't even any tire tracks leading to the vehicle. Maybe it's been sitting there for so long that every trace has completely disappeared.
Finding abandoned cars in the USA.
There's literally no tracks around here of where this...
Either way, the British man managed to open the Chevrolet and take a look under the hood.
That's not locked. Oh, that's a big spider in here.
Junked, that means nobody wants it, which means I can have a play. Right? That makes... I don't know where the drill is. Maybe it's the other side. It must be. Okay. There's oil in it. There's no battery.
The SUV didn't have a battery, but he wanted to find out if it would still run. So he walked back to his rental, grabbed his own battery, and brought it back.
No. Why would... Somebody is very conveniently... Okay, stop beeping. So... Oh, nothing happened. Oh.
The first attempt showed absolutely no signs of life.
So... The dash lit up though. Oh, American idea things are... Oh, wow!
But the second attempt turned out much better. The man not only got the Chevrolet running, but even managed to drive it a short distance.
Ah!
A guy named Britn searches for underwater treasure. This time, he and his friends decided to explore an abandoned quarry. Right from the start, the dive turned into quite an adventure. Among the calmly swimming fish and all kinds of underwater junk, Britn spotted an old statue. And that was only the beginning. First, he found a boat resting underwater. A little later, at a depth of 80 feet, the diver discovered a sunken steam shovel. Sometime later, the divers came across a submerged car. It turned out to be a Buick Century Custom. While walking past an old school, an American man happened to find a silver ring. A few days later, he returned to the same spot, this time with a metal detector and a shovel. He picked up signals in several places. Unfortunately, they all turned out to be old, low-value coins.
It's just another modern hint here. Another modern penny. It's the second one in a row. I forgot to film the other one. All right, the first find is modern penny. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we can get in another ring. Penny. I see. Oh no, it's a dime. Got a dime. Signal. It was another dime. I'm finding lots and lots of coins out here.
After getting another signal, he dug up a small patch of ground without much excitement, expecting yet another coin. But this time, he was in for a real surprise: a sterling silver ring.
Oh, this is so freaking cool. Maybe 5-10 minutes, and I just be silver. Look how nice and clean that came out. That is awesome.
Overall, this is what his haul looked like by the end of the day.
Markings on it. You can get a little better picture of what it looks like here. I got to clean it up a little bit more. This ring, and yes, guys.
While cleaning the ring at home, the American noticed the engraving CCO. It stands for the Coleman Black Hills Gold Mining Company. That means the leaves on the ring are most likely made of gold.
And yes, guys, I found out it is silver, and not only silver, but it is also gold. The leafing on this is gold.
Dave from the United States searches for treasures in rivers using a magnetic fishing magnet.
Oh my God.
Since he'd already found 2 Rolex watches before, and both turned out to be fake, he didn't get too excited about this one and decided to inspect it carefully. Unfortunately, this watch turned out to be fake as well, although it was a very convincing replica. The only differences from the genuine Rolex are that the left and bottom subdials are swapped, and the crown logo on the main dial is slightly larger on the original. A genuine Rolex like this is worth anywhere from $12,000 to $40,000.
This one is a little bit too less detailed. I checked on the other ones, like it's really good faked. And I also was able to fix it. It was broken.
A Brazilian YouTuber with a metal detector was searching a beach that's usually packed with tourists. Just a few minutes into the search, he got a signal. He and his friends dug for quite a while, only to find nothing. It turned out to be a false signal. After several more failed attempts and false signals, they had practically dug up half the beach. Finally, he got a real signal. As they started digging, the shovel hit something solid. Buried just beneath the sand was a safe. Now that's a find. The safe was locked, but judging by its weight, it didn't seem to be empty. The guys made several attempts to open it. First, they tried prying it open with their shovels, but it wouldn't budge. Then the Brazilian decided to try opening it with a sledgehammer. After several heavy blows, the safe finally cracked open. Inside was money. They counted a total of 46 Brazilian reals in cash, about $9.
10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22.
There was also a small pile of coins inside the safe.
Sabe como que separa? Hein?
E contando, ó.
Vou, ó, é assim, ó, separa bolinho de R$1.
É o que ele tá fazendo, cara.
Não, não.
That's all for today, friends. Thanks for watching Loot Scout. And remember, luck has a funny way of spreading around. Maybe the next lucky find will be yours.